It is Ramon 3, Legend of the Gobbos. He is back.
Is that the official name?
No, it's Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc.
Where did the Ramen of the Gobbos come from?
Legend of the Gobbos, that's Croc. I've never played Croc in my life, but I only know that the first game is called The Legend of the Gobbos.
I have like a vague memory. I think might have been when I played Croc. I remember like this like 3D platform thing where I played like a green character.
Yeah, that's him. That's Croc. What the hell?
Yeah, well, like and just like we were jumping on like random floating like boxes or something like that. It was really weird. I don't remember. I think I played it once, but I was like at someone's house. I don't know.
That's crazy. Yeah, that game is getting a remaster, by the way. It's actually very interesting because they try to remove like the tank controls and give it a smooth camera, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's gonna make it a lot more fun to play because those old tank controls did not look very good. I mean, it seemed to work for the type of game, like the way it was designed, but at the same time, like just with regular controls, I think it's gonna play really well. I'm intrigued.
You should know because you've played the original Croc, so ergo you know. Didn't you just say you didn't play it?
I didn't play it. I have not played the original Croc. No.
How do you know if that's gonna be better than the last one?
Well, it just didn't look good, you know. Like it's not even like much of a remaster. It's more of a port with some smoother models and well, smoother control. And I'm just curious. It looks to play a lot nicer.
So what's the, okay, you're trying to get the guy in the fire. It was not working. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess we'll see. Maybe when this video comes out, it'll already be out.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I don't actually know when the Croc remaster is coming out.
Yeah. But something I wanted to bring up is that recently I have been switching over to like instead of like ground beef or like meat for stuff, I've been eating tofu. So like regular soy boy over here.
Right.
Right. And so the reason why is because I've recently learned I think I have this intolerance to a chemical known as tyramine. I'll spell it so like Mark can put it on the screen.
Sure.
And the reason why is because every time I ate like red meat of some kind, I would get like bad headaches and like nausea and apparently sometimes chills and like get clammy. I was always wondering why that would happen. Like I didn't realize it was because of food. Maybe it was like a weird like sickness immediately. But like and so like, and the reason why is because a lot of like cured meats and also like red meat and stuff like that, and some other forms of food like some aged cheese. There's this chemical in it called tyramine. It goes because of like nitrates or nitrates.
Oh, nitrates. Yeah.
Oh yeah, something like that. That's like a chemical preservative for like these foods that like can cause stuff like that. And so I tried with like cheese and like tried eating cheese and didn't seem to get any effect. I tried like with tomato sauce because that's also a possibility of like causing headaches, and like no, it didn't seem to have much effect. Maybe a little bit, but not as much. And so I think and I've switched over to trying to make meatballs made of tofu. And so I haven't been getting headaches. It's not for that. I've been getting some headaches, but that's because I'm like cutting back on caffeine. So
yeah, well, flipping great job on trying to find stuff that your body is responding well to, and also just trying to live healthier in general. That's really good.
Thanks, dear.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if anyone else like if those like side effects sound like familiar to you, maybe you have an intolerance to tyramine, and like you should look into it.
Yeah, it's good to get that info out there. I didn't know about this stuff, but that's cool.
If you want to replace like ground beef or whatever with tofu, there's tons of recipes that do like full vegan. But if you're not going full vegan like me, you're going because you still eat meat, but you just need to replace this specific thing with tofu. It's good to try just look at how to make ground beef tofu, like how to get the seasonings and everything, and then also look up like regular recipes to do with like ground beef and just replace it with the tofu. That's what I did with like the meatballs and also red burger and stuff like that.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I ate a big burger yesterday. I have not been eating super healthy lately. I've been trying to, but then I thought I really want to try the burger because I recently moved to a new place, well, I'm no longer able to order my comfort burger that I really like at that local place that I used to live at. But this new one is not so bad. I kind of like it. I think it'll do.
That's cool.
frog.
Frog. Yeah. So another thing with the, I also noticed that like when I was eating pepperoni pizza, I would also get like the same side effects. And so I switched over to cheese pizza, and I didn't get the side effects. So like, yeah, I think it is something to do with red meat. Like regardless of like how it got there, I think it might be chemical, it might be other things.
Yeah, well, good job figuring that out.
Thanks, dear. What was the burger like? What do you usually get in your burger?
I usually get a cheeseburger. I love cheeseburgers. This one was like different. The one at the place that I used to go to, it was just like plain. It was just meat and cheese, and there was like some lettuce, I think. Oh, the camera got stuck there. That's weird. And there was like a tomato slice on it that I didn't like very much. And the new one, it has cheese, but it's different cheese. It has meat, but it's different meats. It has sort of ketchup sauce, but it's like slightly sweet. It almost tastes like barbecue sauce. It's just very strange. But it's not bad. And there were a shit ton of fries in my order. I ordered like a regular size, and I got so many flipping fries. I could barely finish it. Then again, I have a tiny baby stomach.
So that's my kind of place. I love fries.
Yeah, fries are great. I always like to order, this is probably a Dutch thing. It's like, ras fries. Like RAS, I think it's an acronym for something. It's like the same stuff as that curly fries are made of, I think, but it's not curly. It's just regular.
Yeah, let me look them up.
I have no idea if they have that in the States. There's like tiny differences between the States and the Netherlands in terms of fast food. It's pretty fun. I remember that's a yeah.
Raspet style fries. Huh, interesting. Anyway, you go on. I'll keep looking this up.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, hold on, I think my PC is shitting itself. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, never mind, it's back to normal. I don't know what the hell that was.
Looks fine on my end.
Okay, I think my PC almost crashed. That would have been disastrous. Goodness gracious. That aside, I just wanted to bring up that one thing that happened while I was in the States, and we were ordering something at the McDonald's, and you said like, well, just order whatever. They probably have the same stuff that they have in the Netherlands, and I said, oh cool, so they have a Big Tasty, and you said, what the fuck is a Big Tasty? And I just love how immediate that was.
Like, but also like, okay, over here it's called Big N Tasty. I don't know why like get rid of the N and like other words.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think just because they don't want to be associated with Neocortex, who also puts an N on everything.
Okay, sure. My guess, my actual guess is that like because N, like that's like that's a way of like shortening the word and over here. Yeah. That's just not like a colloquial thing. But like even then, I'd wonder why don't you just have the and whatever. I'm not the marketing.
I do like me a Big Tasty. I just like burgers.
Ik like hotel lekker.
You like
right?
vegetables?
No, wait, what? Hota is vegetables?
Oh, you mean big, like groot?
Yeah. What? No, what was the word for vegetables then?
Groente.
Groente. Okay. I was trying to say grote. That was like the Dutch word for big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Pretty much. I think you just said like you like. What exactly were you trying to say?
I like Big Tasty. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh no, we would just say the English phrase Big Tasty because we use like the English words for a lot of fast food.
Yeah. Fun fact: if you go to like any like non-American country, like any non-American country, if you go to like any other country outside of America, you'll find they like using the word like just random English words as like selling like stuff. Like this happened in the Netherlands, this happened in Japan. This probably happens in other countries. I'm gonna check out. Not even just like American brands. Like you expect Mountain Dew to be like just saying like Mountain Dew or something, right? Like just random. No, they just have like random words. Let's say saying like, "Oh, delicious vegetables," and the rest of it being completely in Dutch.
Yes, exactly. They just sprinkle in a little bit of English to sound cool.
Yeah, I think that's also what like a lot of Korean pop stars do, because like you'll sometimes like listen to Korean, like K-pop songs, and like they'll just. Like for the chorus and stuff, they'll have it be in English, but the rest of it being like Korean.
Yeah, I mean, literally, the song from Gangnam Style it has a bunch of English in it, you know.
I'm trying to remember when does it have English in it?
Gangnam Style.
Oh, Sexy Lady. Sexy Lady, I remember that one.
What about style? Style is an English word.
Oh right.
Perhaps it is that one.
There's also like Dynamite that was made by the Bington Boys or whatever.
I see.
I just want to say Bangtan Boys like acronym is BTS, and that's really annoying for me because a lot of times like that's also the acronym for behind the scenes, and so like I never know. So whenever I see BTS, I immediately go like, oh, behind the scenes for like this thing or whatever. Like that's interesting. Like no, it's fucking K-pop.
For me, it's the opposite. Sometimes I see a video and it's like titled BTS, and I'm like, what does it have to do with like a K-pop band? And it's behind the scenes. So look at how pretty this background is. Oh, I love this spot where you can see the whole valley.
Yeah,
I like it.
Also, yeah, I will say that BTS makes way more sense for behind the scenes than it does Bangtan Boys. Like even if that's like the acronym it uses for like I don't know in Korean or something. But actually no, that doesn't make any sense. Like the Romanized version of Korean. Like it doesn't work. Like why isn't it BTB?
I just like making Shy Guy noises sometimes.
Wow, wow. Welcome to the Autism Stim stream.
Whoop, frog. Almost frog.
Oh.
I haven't spotted the frog yet.
Frog. Froggy.
Froggy! That's a big fucking fish.
Do you get achievement for seeing all the frogs?
No. There's no achievements in this game. This is an old PC game.
Right. Well, do you get anything for seeing all the frogs?
Points. And points get you extra minigames. Which is kinda cool.
Okay, that's neat.
Yeah. There's actually some pretty fun minigames. I think I show off some of my favorite ones at the end of this playthrough. So look forward to that. Stay tuned for the end.
That'll be neato.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
I just wanted to talk about Pikmin for a little bit, if that's okay.
Yeah. It's your video, dear.
Yeah. I'm gonna hijack my own stream video thing. Let's play Gadoodle. I want to talk about Pikmin. I've been playing Pikmin 3. It's been very fun. It's just one of those games that I always found it hard to get into because I kind of get lost. Like it gets a little overwhelming, and I definitely feel that with Pikmin 3. Like I tried the first two games, but I love the vibes and everything, and I prefer that actually over Pikmin 3 in a lot of ways. But there's just something about the streamlinedness of Pikmin 3 that I do like. But it gets overwhelming so quickly. Like you have 3 captains, 3 flipping captains that you need to worry about and multitask with. It's just so much. I always feel like I could be doing more efficient stuff when I'm playing because there's just so much to see and to do and so many characters to keep track of. It just gets to be a little too much, to be honest. Other than that, I just love the Pikmin. These little guys, they're so cute. And especially, like, this is something Miyamoto said at one point, that he wanted to make Pikmin 3 because finally the Wii U was an HD Nintendo console. And because of that, you can see the individual Pikmin a little better, and you get, like, more attached to them. And that's definitely true. I feel so bad whenever a single Pikmin dies that I almost start the day over. Gosh, they are so cute. I love these little guys so much, but I don't want them to die. But I know that's kind of the point. They are expendable. And sometimes they just, like, they get pushed into water by Olimar, or not Olimar, but like the captain you play as. If you're just standing somewhere, like they slowly like fan out from when they're standing, and they just drop into the water and drown immediately, and it sucks.
Yeah, I've the games I've recently been playing was Pathologic 2, and also, but I just started 1 yesterday. That game is a slog to get through.
Oh no.
The first one is.
Why's that?
It's just so like as most people probably that are still probably know, like this game from like Age of Guy, and he brings up like how slow the walking is, and yeah, it is, but like that's not my issue. It's just when you get to the text, it's just everyone says like a paragraph of just like kind of like old, like I don't know, a paragraph is so it seems very similar to like reading like Victorian era literature, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, I can see that getting annoying pretty fast.
And everyone just kind of like speaks in riddles. Like Pathologic 2 does that sometimes, yes, but like it's a lot more, and does kind of speak in this more of like, for lack of a better term, fancy way. But it's way more comprehensible, or like it's a bit shorter. And like with fucking my reaction to like a conversation I had with Pathologic 1, was just like thinking, bitch, this could have been an email. Like, why are we here?
Why aren't you using ChatGPT to shorten this dialogue? Please, come on, devs.
Yeah, so just like, she just kind of repeats herself, like, okay, we got it. But like, just using like longer and longer language, like, just a pain in the ass to read. Anyway, the point I was getting across with like Lisa Patrology 2 is that a big part of that is also you have to like interact with Sam. There's never enough time to do everything you need to do. The days are just way too short. And actually in the game, the days get shorter as time goes on. Yeah, and you like get tired quicker too. So like it's just a complete pain in the ass. But like it's just that's part of the stress and just the anxiety. It's a horror game at the end of the day, so that's part of the anxiety of it. Just like there's not enough time to do everything, and like you don't want any of your like bound to get sick or die, especially since in that game most of your bound being like the people that you need to save, are children.
That does suck. Yeah, that reminds me of how I used to play Pikmin, actually. I got so stressed over the days and spending it as efficiently as possible, you know, because I normally have that too, when I have like to-do lists and everything, and I'm stressing out over time and efficiency and all that crap. I'm a little bit perfectionistic and all that. I'm very perfectionistic. And I realized that was also extending to me playing Pikmin, and now I'm just kind of trying to take it slow. Like I only restart a day if like, I don't know, like all my Pikmin die and I really fucked up. But other than that, I just kind of try to live with it and sort of try to relax, you know. And it's been a much smoother experience.
Yeah.
Also, just wanted to point out, like this snowboarding part is really fun, but I like on purpose tried to slow down at the end there, so that I could do it again, because there's this one gem at this jump over here that is super difficult to get, and I don't think I get it on this run. And then I just kind of said, fuck it. Yeah, that gem is so difficult to get. I hate that one. It's the bane of my existence.
Depth perception gem.
Yeah. It's also just like aiming it and jumping far enough or jumping over it. It feels like it's very much outside of your control. It really sucks.
I'll be honest, it doesn't seem like you were slowing down at all during that section.
No, I wasn't. I'm just going. I'm literally just, like, you can't even hold forward. You're just going at a set speed.
Well, you said you were trying to slow down that part.
No, not here. Like at the last lap. Like this is the second lap that I'm doing of this this particular thing. Okay. Like you have to reach the end before Gobbos does, and that's when you can advance to the next level. And in this part I do it. Like on the previous run I did not do it on purpose because I wanted to slow down and try to get that green gem again.
Yeah. Rip.
Oh, rip. We're going underground to the Hoodlum's headquarters.
Going underground. How's the song go again? Oops,
I don't know what you're referring to.
In like the Muppets Most Wanted, they have like the mining song near the end, you know?
No, I actually don't remember this. Interesting.
Well, like,
anyway.
Okay, you know what, like, Kermit's putting out the play and everything, and like he has to get all the like inmates to like do the play with him.
Right.
And they like sing a song. That's a song. Okay, yeah, that one.
Yeah. I know what you're referring to.
Down, going underground, going under, something like that.
Yeah, I get what you mean. That was a pretty fun movie.
It was a fun movie.
It just didn't have like a lot of hearts or like some artificial heart that they put in there. Like they what really bugged me is that they had these, like, they have a lot of Muppet movies, of course, and they have like this whole friendship that they build up with Fozzie and Kermit and whatnot, and like Fozzie is a bit of a bitch, like, obviously, but also they care about each other, and to have like this movie just have this whole thing where Fozzie doesn't recognize that his best friend has been replaced with who is very clearly an imposter. It's just fucking, come on.
Yeah, at the end, like Kermit like yells at them because for obvious reasons. Like, you didn't notice I was gone, and like the only one that noticed was like Monster.
No, it was the new character also that they added in like the movie before, who only knew him for like a year.
Yeah, well, Monster also like knew immediately.
Animal.
And,
Yeah, you're right.
Animal, yeah. Animal knew
Yeah.
immediately, and like it for Walter, I think that was his character's name.
Yeah, Walter. Right.
It had to like take some like detective, or like not even detective, just like looking at a newspaper for like half a second.
Yes.
But like, anyway, at the end when they like Kermit yelled at them, it's like, you didn't notice I was gone, and they apologize, and he was like, okay, yeah, I forgive you. Like, what? That was, you forgave them way too quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, his anger seemed totally justified. And then they have like this bit where it's like, well, we were kind of hoping you were just changed or something because we just really weren't liking the interaction or something. Or there was just something like, oh, in our heart we knew, but we didn't want to accept the truth. Like, okay, guys. It was just, and it doesn't matter because the movie doesn't take itself too seriously. So I'm like, okay, I didn't have high hopes for this stuff anyway.
You're not finished by it.
Yeah, I don't feel like particularly strongly about this anyway, but it's just like, this movie could have been a whole lot better if they had a slightly stronger emotional core, I think, because it's about the relationship between these characters and they're just doing nothing with it, and that's kind of a shame.
I would say, like, Miss Piggy, I think, is, like, I haven't seen that much Muppet stuff, but I do think she's probably at her best in this, because she's just, like, very reasonable, for the most part.
Yeah, she's neat.
Yeah, for early on, she's, like, you know, tries to, like, get Kermit to marry her for the Switch with, like... Okay, so the plot of, like, Muppets Most Wanted is that, probably should have, like, opened up with that, but the plot of Muppets Most Wanted is that during a world tour, Kermit gets swapped with, like, this, dangerous, like, supervillain known as Constantine that looks exactly like him. And so, like, he gets, the trade places. And so, before the Switch, Miss Piggy, like, was trying to push, like, Kermit into getting married, and he, obviously was not into it. But after Switch, like, Miss Piggy comes back later and says, like, oh, you know what, maybe I was, like, rushing into it, I'm sorry. And just, like, I was just, like, that was really surprising. I didn't expect it to be this reasonable. Also, the video's over. Bye-bye.